Back in 2005, Ozzy Osbourne released Undercover, an album paying tribute to the songs of the 1960s and 70s that deeply shaped his musical identity. The project featured covers of major rock classics, from the Rolling Stones' Sympathy for the Devil to Stephen Still's For What It's Worth. But it was the Beatles and John Lennon's works that dominated much of the track list. Osbourne included heartfelt renditions of In My Life, Lennon's Woman, and the politically charged Working Class Hero. His admiration for Lennon, in particular, ran deep, so much so that he once described his own 2001 ballad, Dreamer, as a personal response to Lennon's iconic Imagine. Osbourne's connection to Lennon didn't end there. In 2010, to honor what would have been John Lennon's 70th birthday, he recorded a cover of How from the Imagine album, donating the proceeds to Amnesty International. That tribute was just one example of how central Lennon and the Beatles were to Osbourne's musical journey. In fact, it was a single Beatles song that ignited his passion for music altogether. The first time he heard their 1963 hit, She Loves You, he said it changed everything. Osbourne recalled that moment vividly. He was walking through his hometown, listening to the radio when the song came on, and he instantly knew he wanted to be a musician. He often described the experience as a turning point, saying it felt like the world suddenly shifted from black and white into full color. From that moment on, he became an avid Beatles fan, crediting them with sparking his entire career. That passion stayed with him. When he met Paul McCartney in 2001, Osbourne said it felt like meeting a divine figure, underscoring the profound influence the band had on his life. Though the Beatles' heavier track Helter Skelter helped pave the way for early metal, Osbourne's personal favorites tended to be their more melodic and emotional songs. Among those was the timeless Yesterday, a tune McCartney famously said came to him in a dream. Initially jokingly titled Scrambled Eggs, the song became a massive hit and a touchstone of the Beatles' softer, introspective side, something that resonated strongly with Osbourne, who once said he would have loved to hear that quirky original draft. Another standout for him was A Day in the Life, the ambitious closing track of S.J. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Inspired by real news headlines, including a tragic car crash and an article on potholes, the song fused Lennon's darker lyricism with McCartney's dreamy interlude. Osbourne viewed the track as deeply nostalgic, taking him back to a magical, formative time in his youth. Finally, Hey Jude ranked among Osbourne's most beloved Beatles songs. Written by McCartney during a turbulent period in Lennon's personal life, it offered both comfort and emotional release. For Osbourne, its powerful simplicity and emotional weight cemented it as one of the greatest compositions in music history. Even as he carved out a legacy of his own as heavy metal's Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne never stopped honoring the music that first gave him purpose. The Beatles weren't just an influence, they were the heartbeat of his musical spirit.